myself. So I'm Vaibhav Dwivedi. I'm from Uttar Pradesh. My district is Barabanki, and this time I'm working in a hostel as a hostel warden. And talking about my educational qualifications, so I have done masters in commerce from our University of Hyderabad. My hobbies are singing, listening music, playing harmonium, talking with people. Yeah, that's all about me. Now it's your
Oh,
turn, bro.
so thank you for giving me this introduction about you. So here it goes about myself. My name is Jashpal Singh, and I am from Jammu and Kashmir. So if I were to talk about my qualification, I completed masters in political science, and my hobbies are reading books, different kind of books like physics, sorry, political science, history, geography, economy, and the most important that I love reading is that philosophy, because it provides some, I
Wow.
think, life related topics. So I love reading. And at the moment, you can say that I'm a YouTuber as well, because I'm doing this for, I think, quite a long time. So yeah, that's it all, man.
Wow, great introduction. Okay, so if I ask you that what is philosophy? So according to you, what is that? What is philosophy?
The literal meaning of philosophy mean philosophia. It means love to wisdom. Philosopher is a person who loves wisdom, who love exploring wisdom, is philosopher. And the literal meaning of philosophy is that philosophia. It is a combination of two words, and that is a ancient Greek. And philosophy means love to wisdom. The person who loves knowledge, wisdom is known as philosopher, and the love like for philosophy is philosophy. And the love for wisdom is philosophy. And but the if I were to talk about the concept of this topic, like philosophy, it is a way to see the world, the perception, the way you want to see the world. Like many people may have their this perception that they can see that same thing with their different perceptions. Like many people, like take an example of Mahatma Gandhi. He believed in non-violence, and then non-violence is his philosophy. And take other people's example, like Marx. He believed in violence, and as he said that violence is the mother of, I think, all the changes that we want to create in the world. So it's his philosophy. And same is the case with other people, like who wants to balance like both positives and negatives. So if I were to talk about my, like because many times when people ask me what do you do and what you want to do, then I say that okay, I'm reading and I want to become a writer as well as philosopher. So that means the concept that I am following in my life is like philosophy, that is to bring the truth and with equanimity. Means you don't have either side to go with, like neither positive nor negative. You just have to maintain the balance, because you have to take each and every equal way without being affected by.
No, great. Wow, great. So, yeah, you have elaborated it in a very precise and very good manner. So, according to you, philosophy is a nature, and philosophy is a thing, like a worldview, how you are thinking, how you are looking at things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, yeah, so you earlier you just now you told me that you want to become a writer. So, which kind of writer you want to become, and what is the thing which you want to write and you want to put in your story?
Basically, I'm not here to writing story. I'm just to bring the truth, because many things out there in the today's era, like the I'm basically here to debunk the myths that has been created by the writers, few writers, not by all. But like communist people, they are carrying communist agenda. Some liberal, they are carrying some liberal agenda. Basically they are writers. The mask is writer, but they are carrying some agenda. So I'm here to I think debunk that I think refute that myths, that the agendas that they were carrying as to for a longer period of time, and they still are carrying. So I'm just here to bring the truth to the people, like whatever things has happened in the society, whether it is good or bad, I would try to bring them the way they are, neither applying my ideology, whether I associate with that things or not. Because the writer's job is not to show his allegiance, because suppose I'm like it's like a judge, because if you want to give a, I think, justice to the people, to the public, you need to follow your, I think, neutral mindset, because you are a judge and you can't follow either side. So same is the case with the writer. A writer carries the truth to the society, like what has happened in the history till now. Everything is in front of us now. Why? And this is made possible by the writers only. So if suppose the writer starts, imposing his ideology, his, I think, allegiance on the books, and asks people, you have to follow this. He is not a writer. He or she is not a writer. The writer is a person who is just bringing the truth and providing some analysis, like whatever has I brought to the public in, public domain. I should add
Mhm.
little bit, but the facts must be, I think, that the real, basically the facts must be very truthful. Otherwise, I think, but many in cases like I have read in many books, like the writers carrying different agendas. Like you can take an example. Some are carrying Congress agenda, some are carrying BJP agenda, some are carrying liberal agenda, some are carrying, communist agenda. So it's something like that. So for a writer, if you want to, a person like who wants to give some kind of a contribution to the society, you need to bring the truth through the public without having, I think, allegiance to any group. So yeah.
Wow, wow, well defined. Wow, great. You have a deep knowledge about philosophy and these kind of things. Wow, great. So apart from this, do you want to read other books like Atomic Habit and Power of Subconscious Mind and these kind of things? I don't know what is the uh, what is the Sally and genre of it? I don't know. So do you like it or not reading these kind of books?
Atomic habits, and which one other one you have just named?
The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Deep
See,
Work, and like these kind of books.
I have given a glance to these kind of books. I, came to the things that they has written the persons. They are basically, ABCDs for the people of the world, but not for Indians, because we Indians, have this knowledge, not something, theoretical, something like we have practical knowledge, like how the mind works, because the wisdom, the, things like related to philosophy is, I just want to quote a philosopher, that is sociologist, Western, I think Max Muller. He has written in his book, like nowhere in the world the people, dealt with these kind of questions like metaphysical, the soul, the philosophy, something like that. In the world, only Indian made this possible. No, no one in the world, whole world can, I think, answer the question the way Indian has answered. And basically, the rishis are rishis, like, you can take an example. Take simple example of, yeah, I think, Rishi Vadrayan, like Veda Vyas. He has written four Vedas. Basically, Vedas are not something, written. It is a word of God. Vedas itself God, but they just, made in the format of books, like by one Rishi only, Veda Vyas, Vadrayan. Four Vedas, 80 Puranas, 108 Upanishads, the like great books, like historical books like Ramayana, Mahabharata, something like that. Think of that person. You can, I think, spend your whole life in reading the Vedas and analyzing the things that has been written there. But this is, I think, made possible, I think, Indian philosophers and thinker. But the books, the you just talked about Atomic Habits. This is just very, guidelines for the people who just want to start off. It is basically for the materialistic people who belongs to the Western, because they don't know the philosophy. Of course, they know the philosophy, or better Western philosophy. And for Western philosophy, it is materialistic, more, related to the, I think, substance, like the things that are talked about in Indian context. But in India, we take life not in a one way, like we have four ashramas, like student, then grahastha ashram, then banprastha, then sannyas. So like we have four varnas, is the case, but this is not the case with Western. They just want to enjoy materialistic lives only. But we here in our Shastra, it is written that till 25 you have to achieve education. After 25 to 50, you have to marry and, settle your, I think, earn money and settle your household life. Enjoy the things that persons are supposed to enjoy till 50. Afterwards, you have to be, make preparations for sannyas. And once you reach 75, you have to take the sannyas to reach the goal, that is the moksha. And it is there in Indian, the way of life. And basically, I just want to add one thing more, that maybe my answer is little longer, but I just want to add one
No, no,
thing.
no,
Like,
no worries, no worries. Mhm.
some people consider that Hinduism is a religion. Some people, and Hinduism is a synonymous of Sanatan. I just want to make it very clear: Sanatan and Hinduism is a not a religion. It's a way of life. Sanatan is not a religion. Rising sun, setting down sun, the things, the momentum, like the seasons changing, the things that we are facing in our life, the mind, the religiosity, the spiritual, the value, the compassion, the person that must have are nothing but the Sanatan. And Sanatan means something that is very eternal. That is not, started from, I think, a particular date. No, Sanatan means which is eternal, which have no end and no starting. So Sanatan is not
Right.
a religion, but because of ignorance, people consider Hinduism or Sanatan as a religion. So maybe, so yeah.
Wow, great, great, great. Your answers are very different from others. These are the things with whom I'm interacting first time. I'm listening these kind of things. Uh, yeah, I have seen, I have heard these things in podcasts like Ranveer show and like Sadhguru and those kind of spiritual people. They talk about this thing, and you are talking about that. So you are also a great personalities like them. Wow, great. So yeah, you have your own worldview. When you look around the things, so you have your own mentality, and I think you don't need any kind of outer things to boost your confidence and to emphasize your energy, or whatever it is. I'm not getting this time what to say here, but really, means you have capability. You don't need anything to learn this time, because you have learned a lot, and now this time you are capable enough to make other person understand. And even uh, I. I got to know that you are a really very fluent speaker, and you can talk on any topic for non-ending time.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, you are extraordinary person, brother.
Not extraordinary, but I see, when the Westerns teach us, like it's like student teaching to the teacher, because of course that they are teaching, that's not bad. I'm not here just to make say that okay, they are totally wrong, but they are teaching only. See, I can teach only what I have, and what they have materialistic things only. They don't know. See, the top executive person, the Facebook CEO, the I think Steve Jobs, the I think he started a company Apple. These are the legends, because Facebook is started by Mark Zuckerberg and Apple is started by Steve Jobs. And these are the person, the Western top, I think, the innovators. And they came to India, like Neem Karoli Baba, and Kanchi Dham.
Mhm.
They came to him.
Mhm.
Why? They have achieved materialistic things, but still they were in depression, and they came to India. Why? Why other
Mhm.
world,
Mhm.
the people from other worlds, like around the world, come to India? Why? Just to satisfy their, I think, spiritual hunger. And nowhere in on this earth, the thing, the metaphysical questions, like the I think spiritual questions answer. Only it is here in India, because in other world, of course, they may have the philosophy, they may have their culture, but they can't answer the question the way, because see, in India, we as a Sanatani, we as a Hindus don't associate ourselves with one particular, deity. Like deity, I mean the gods. Like you can worship Shiva, you can worship Krishna, you can worship Lord, I think Rama, you can worship any god, Ganesha, Hanuman, anything. And many people who have little bit ignorance, they don't know about the Sanatana and something like that. They consider that okay, if you are worshipping Hanuman or Ram, Krishna, Lord, something like that, you are having many gods. So how you can say that God is one? But the supreme being, that is one. And it is said in Bhagavad Gita, like I am everything. Like when the Lord Krishna says to Arjuna that okay, गौओं में ही काम देनु, नदियों में ही गंगा, ऋषियों में ही नाद, मैं ही हूँ, सिद्धों में ही कपिल, यादु में ही कृष्ण, शास्त्रधारियों में ही राम. So he say Rudra में ही शिव, Adityo में ही Vishnu. So he say the world is belongs to me, and I am in the world. And if you take a shlok from Rig Veda, that Sarvam Khalmidam Brahmne Nasti Kinchan, this is one, and another, the another one is from Rig Veda. Mm, uh, uh, Truth is one, it is known by Satya Vipra Bahutavdanti, it is something like that. I'm not able to, exactly recall it. But the explanation of this shlok is that truth is one, but it is known by different names. So basically, God is one. What, like, father is one, but father has to play different roles. Father is father for a children, but same person is husband to a wife, but same person is a son or daughter to his parents, but same person is a teacher to his students. So isn't so that the same person is, I think I think performing different
Hmm.
duties, being the one.
Right,
Same is
right.
the case with Sanatan. So yeah, I think we need to know the knowledge, and from Westerns, when Westerns start teaching us what they can teach us. Of course, they can teach us from books like I am having this exam barrier. Of course, if I don't know the English, you can teach me, sir. This is the chapter like be your child's friend and keep depression away. This is the topic. You can teach me. What when I am the master of this book? Suppose I have written this book, and then you can hope me to teach me anything. So basically the things that we need to copy or learn from Western, that of course in scientific field they have little more advancement than us, but it is not totally like that, that we are lagging behind in the fields. See, everything we are inventing, and how can we expect, like, we were robbed by the British for 200 plus years, and they robbed each and everything, and now it will take some time to regain the strength that we were having earlier time, isn't it?
Right, right, brother. So, according to your knowledge, according to your wisdom, I one thing is raising in my mind. I would like to ask you. So, brother, according to you, what is spirituality? How will you define that? Spirituality, spirituality.
See, it's not something like extraordinary. It's no foreign thing. It's a part of life, and it's a basic spirituality is nothing but art of living. Basically, I would explain it with the example. Like in nowadays, the things happening, like people are following one aspect of life, and it may bring them into depression. So spirituality is a kind of balance. It's a kind of technique that is providing you to how to live your life, how to balance the things. Like you have to live your life the way that you should enjoy, but at the same time, you should not be affecting other things, like the way we are exploiting our environment, the way we are treating to the society, like the corruption, the exploitation, things that are happening. And who are the suffering? Only we people are suffering. So because of greed, because of ignorance. So spirituality is something which provide us a direction, which spirituality is nothing but a guide, a mentor. When you follow, go into the spirituality, it provides you that, okay, you have to live your life without having effect on other bodies. Like you are not supposed to exploit other bodies. If someone is trying to exploit, just be away from that person. And you have to, very, I think, compassionate to listen to the words. Basically, spirituality is nothing but minimalization. Minimize your needs and greed, something like the evils that you are having. And basically it is a part towards peace. Basical spiritual is nothing, it's not something like title. If suppose if you are a spiritual person, I can't see spirituality in you by looking at you, but I can see when you perform your daily acts, like the way you speak, the way you behave, the way you earn, and basically the way you treat the people. And that's where I will be able to see the spirituality, whether you are a spiritual or not. Like nowadays people are killing animals. Think of that, like to satisfy their hunger, just to satisfy their taste, they are killing. So spirituality is you don't do this, because this is not worth doing, because it's not spirituality, because
Hmm.
you are, after all, I think, giving pain to animals, and something same is the case with other people, and just for only one thing, to satisfy your taste only. So basically
Right.
spirituality is a path toward peace. It's basically realization. Spirituality is a kind of, I think, wisdom, knowledge. I think it's a liberation, I think, from ignorance. So yeah, that's it for me. It's the, I think, that you
Yeah.
asked.
Right, 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 right. It's right. And yeah, the thing you said that people are killing animals for their taste, not to fulfill their hunger, because they have lot of options. There are
Yeah,
so many food. There are so many, yeah, good foods they can have, and they can fulfill their hunger. But why they are killing animals? Because their intention is to take the taste. Okay, increase only for sake of increasing your taste. you are killing animals. That is not at all good. Yeah, even I oppose that,
Yeah,
and I can say that I'm a vegetarian, so I'm proud of myself for
yeah.
that because I'm vegetarian.
So
Good. So
basically,
what are you saying?
spirituality provides you a kind of guidance, the principles, a rule, how to live a life with peace. It's not like spending your days like day after night, night after day. No, that's how now it goes. It goes like living life to the fullest, living your life to the fullest without affecting to other things. Live with happiness, live with peace, and not only live with peace. It is your responsibility to create the peace. That is spirituality. So spirituality is a
Hmm.
kind of guide. Basically, it's a art how to live the way we want to live. The points I just made, how to live with that points like peace, happiness, the look after of the world, and basically treat the world like we treat to ourselves. Yeah,
Right, right, brother. So feeling peacefulness from inside and spreading peacefulness to other people. That is called spirituality. Hmm.
that's I think the goal of the spirituality, because when you follow spiritual, why you become spiritual? Because and it happens like many people when they have enjoyed this materialistic life and they found at the end that the peace is not there, the happiness is there, the satisfaction is not there, and then they start going into spirituality. And do you think that when they go to spirituality and they find something perceptible, like they can touch, and no, they just get little guidance. Okay, they are having the same things that they were having earlier, still they are having the same thing. The only thing they I think have right now is that they change the mindset, they change the way they see the world, like. And when they change the way, so then everything is changed, everything as it is, as it was earlier. So things not basically, for spirituality is a perception, it's a kind of basically principles, guidance, how to deal with the things, like how to live a life. So basically, suppose today till now you have I think earn huge amount of money and each and everything, like. And spirituality is something that provides questions to the answer, I think answer to the questions that are, I think, beyond this world, like the very normal things like day to day routinely things like that you do in your life. And philosophical, like spirituality, something that provides you a kind of satisfaction with the answers. Okay, if you do this, you will achieve this. And basically, it's not only talk, it's something that you can feel at your heart if you follow this kind of thing. So spirituality is a kind of technique, is a kind of art. Yeah. And if I were
Right,
to
right,
add,
brother.
like meditation, yoga, these are just part of the spirituality. These are not spirituality. The end goal is that peace. I think maybe realization of truth, something like that. The goal and goal of spirituality. Like if I were to talk in my own way, like the spirituality का अध्यात्म का मतलब जो होता है कि हम मोक्ष को प्राप्त करें, realization को प्राप्त करें. And same is the case with spirituality. If you follow spirituality, maybe for happiness, maybe for satisfaction, maybe for peace, and of course, maybe for realization of truth. So yeah,
Right, right, brother. So what is the end goal of spirituality? We can say that peace of mind, satisfaction, and
yeah,
love towards other person, and love to yourself. These are the
yeah,
things we can include. Hmm.
yeah,
Right, right. So, brother, it was nice talking to you, and we both have completed 29 minutes. And
yeah.
within few seconds, it is going to be 30 minutes. So, thank you so much, brother, for your precious time. And you told me so many things. So, yeah, so here we talked about spirituality. Oh my God, I am struggling to pronounce it. Okay, brother. So, nice to talk with you. Yes, pal, brother. And very soon I will meet you and I will learn so many things from your side. Okay, thank you so much, brother.
Okay, thank you so much. But sorry if I, made my answers long, because this is how I have
No,
to.
no, 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 no. No. That is not problem at all, bro. Bro, I have to see time because I have to go somewhere. I have here some work because I'm hostel warden, so I have some other works as well. So it is really hard to give a single person more than 30 minutes.
Yeah. So okay, no issue. Bye bye.
We
Thank
can
you.
go. Okay, bro. Bye bye.
Bye bye.